we're here tonight at Hear My Voice.
Shift the focus to talk more about the stuff that's unseen, engaging men more in talking about their experiences, how they could change their behaviours.
It feels very enriching to be a part of a project where students take leadership and act as agents of change to tackle misogyny.
Okay, one of the things that we have developed over the years is an element called community pairing.
It's a network of organisations, people at work, people in different sections of society working together.
I think it's really important to step into different spaces and to have a time together to all talk and to look at the different ways of doing this.
A big focus of that is hearing the voices of students, survivors and also our partner organisations.
The animation students this year have partnered with Youth Realities and made a series of short animations which have been really, really impressive.
Its ability to tell people's stories while being able to keep them safe and protected, but have that message out there.
I had the wonderful job of prepping some of our young people to write their stories, which were then made into the animation.
We were very sensitive going with the brief because we know from learning about the kind of type of abuse, we were very conscious about, okay, we need to be quite sensitive of how we approach this.
A number of the pieces really stood out for me in terms of how we can utilise them at the university. We saw there's the Don't Be a Jerk.
As a university student, the first thing that you see when you move into an accommodation or when you start your first week of uni is, okay, this is how you behave and this is how you should behave.
Low-level misogyny kind of goes under the radar, so you see both perspectives, men and women.
Specifically because the topic we're talking about doesn't get talked about very often, and it's just really nice that there's finally an audience that will listen to it.
When you talk about and listen to women's experiences, men often don't notice these things, whereas women, it really affects them.
The piece on gaming was quite upsetting to me. I've got 2 kids, I don't know what goes on in their gaming worlds.
Where misogyny is heightened, you wouldn't think gaming straight away.
And people who know about it don't always speak about it.
I've personally kind of avoided gaming culture a lot of my life, and I think part of that is because of the background misogyny that's part of it. Seeing the awareness really brought to that and seeing the kind of way that it's just put there blatantly and acknowledged.
It's something that occurs so commonplace that, quite frankly, even I am desensitized at times to that. You don't realize that it's wrong because you've just been conditioned to accept it.
I think we can always do more. But the important thing for me is that we don't do this top down. We do it as a co-creation exercise.
This is a whole community issue, so it's really important that we have a whole community approach to it.
So we are on the right track, we are doing the right work, but it also feels like we have a long way to go because it doesn't end here, just because we have more work to do.